Okay, chalo. We are actually starting with the revision of the first year beta. I've started doing some of the numericals in the first year topic, which I already sent it you. The first question is, which physical quantity is represented by the unit steradian? Obviously, it is a solid angle. Which of the following is the unit of your time? See, light year, parasecond, and microns are the unit of length beta. So only microsecond is the unit of time. So obviously, for second one, third option will be the answer. Which system of unit is a coherent system of units in mechanics? Obviously, meter kilogram system, because we don't use FPS systems right now. So for SI system, which is being coherent, means M mass, kilogram, and system MKS. The fundamental unit used for the luminous intensity in the SI system is obviously candela. Light. Fifth one, light year is a unit used to represent obviously distance. 1 Kelvin is equals to 1 by n times of thermodynamic temperature of triple point of water. 1 Kelvin is equals to this one. So I can write here right now 1 Kelvin is equals to 1 Kelvin is equals to 1 by n times of your thermodynamic temperature of your triple point of water. That means n value will be equal to your how much? That means it will be equal to your how much right now beta? Triple point of water will be equal to your 1 Kelvin. That means 1 Kelvin is equals to how much? 273.16 Kelvin. So third option, second option will be the answer for that one. So triple point of water will be equal to 273.16 Kelvin. Next one, 1 parasecond is equals to 3.26 light years. Eighth one femtometer or 1 Fermi is obviously equal to 10 to the power of minus 15 meters. Ninth one, which of the following units is different from the others? Angstroms, micron, nanometer, and micrometer. Micron. See, angstrom is equals to how much better? 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. I'm writing here 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. One slug will be equal to your how much beta? See, B is a unit expressed for the mass. One slug is equals to your 14.59 kg. It is used to measure the mass. Micron is equals to 10 to the power of minus 6 meters. That is micrometer also you can write. Nanometer is equals to 10 to the power of minus 9 meters. Even by the help of your, what do you call that one, removing method, we can guess the answer for that one to be your B. Because angstrom, micron, and nanometers are used to measure the meters. So only option which has been left out to touch with the sun is nothing but a your slug. Next one. The mean distance of the sun from the earth is about. See, the mean distance of the sun from the earth is equals to your one astronomical unit. That is approximately 1.49 into 10 to the power of 11 meters. That means approximately I can write this one as of your second option. Next one parasecond is equals to 1 parasecond is equals to, just now I told you it is 3.26 light years, and that will be equal to 3.084 into 10 to the power of your 16 meters. Okay, so it is also called as a your paralytic second meter. So A is the option for this one I can write. Then what's one X-ray unit is equal to, one X-ray unit is equals to 10 to the power of minus 13 meters. Be careful with that such type of relations beta. One X-ray unit is equals to 10 to the power of minus 13 meter. Slug is used for measuring what? Obviously, I told you mass just now. So what is that value? One slug is equals to 14.59 kg. So 13th one, A is the option. 15th one shake is equals to 10 to the power of minus 8 seconds. But one shake is equals to 10 to the power of minus 8 seconds. Next one. Sorry. Okay. Next one. Kg meter second inverse. Kg meter second inverse will be equal to your how much? Can anyone tell me better? Kg meter second inverse. Kg meter second inverse will be equal to your how much? Kg is unit of mass, and second inverse m is nothing but meters. That is nothing but of your length, and the second inverse is nothing but time. So what I can get there right now? Kg meter second inverse. Kg is measured in your mass. Meter is measured in length. Time is measured in t minus 1. So LT minus 1 is velocity, na? So it is mass into velocity. Mass into your velocity. Mm, kg meter second inverse. Mass into velocity. We don't have mass into velocity now. Mass into velocity means F is equals to rate of change of momentum. I can write it as force per unit second. This F is equals to, if I'm using F is equals to your dp by dt. dp is nothing but mass into this one is velocity. Time is nothing but of your t. So I can write this one as m l t power minus 1 divided by your, this is t. This also still goes for m l t power minus 2. That is nothing but mass into acceleration. That still come out for me force. That means Newton. But he has given only the Newton inverse. I don't know. So might be some mistake with this one. Let us try to do it later. 16th one. Kg inverse meter cube second inverse square is equivalent to your how much? So I can write here kg meter inverse square. Kg inverse meter inverse square kg inverse square. Kg inverse meter cube second inverse square. I need to check with all the options there better. I'll check with the first option right now. See, Newton meter square kg to the power of minus 2. I'm checking with the options. Newton unit is nothing but what beta? Kg meter second inverse square. Newton into your, this one is meter square into this one is kg inverse square. So that will come out for me your kg inverse. This is meter cube second inverse square. Obviously, first option I can write the answer with that one. Okay. The same way I can check with this one also better. Kg 15th one also I can check like this. Newton is not possible. Newton meter is also not possible. Newton second if I'm writing. So how do you write the Newton second beta? Newton second will be equal to your how much? Okay, you can check it like that, no problem. 17th one. The dimension formula for the gravitational potential will be equal to your how much? Gravitational potential means work divided by time, isn't it? So gravitational potential, sorry, potential is equals to your work done by your mass. So it is work divided by your mass. Work dimension is how much for me? ml square t power minus 2 divided by mass is nothing but m. mm gets cancelled. So this should be equal to your m0 l square t power minus 2. m0 l square t power minus 2. So the 17th one, m l square t power minus 2. B will be the answer. Next one. SI unit of angular acceleration is represented by alpha beta. Alpha is equals to your d omega by your dt. D omega by your dt. So unit will be equal to what? Radians per your second square. Radians per your second square. So it means it is radian second inverse square must be the SI unit of the angular acceleration. The dimensions of the moment of inertia will be equal to your how much? Moment of inertia is represented by I beta. So this will be your I is equals to your m into your r square. Mass is nothing but m, L is nothing but of your L square. So dimension formula will become for me how much for me beta? M L square t power 0. M L square t power 0. So fourth option will be the answer. Which of the following physical quantity is different from the others? Young's modulus, bulk modulus, modulus of rigidity, Poisson's ratio. See, A, B, and C have the dimensions of your ml t power minus 1 beta. This one is having the dimension of your ml power minus 1 t power minus 2. This one is also same. This one is also same. But Poisson's ratio is not having any unit because it is the sigma is equals to your, you know the formula, what is that one beta? Lateral strain divided by your linear strain. So both of them are strained, so it has no dimensions for that one. So for 20, I can write the answer. Can you tell me what is the answer I can write for the 20th question beta? For 20th question, obviously D will be the answer for this one. Okay, so D will be the answer. Next one, 21. ml square t power minus 2 k power minus 1 is represented by, okay, so 21 ml square t power minus 2 k power minus 1 represents the dimensions of your what? So if I need to write that one, ml square t power minus 2 is what beta? M into L square t power minus 2 is no doubt energy, and k power minus 1 is nothing but what? Temperature. So it is a thermal energy by temperature. See, I'm writing here m into L square t power minus 2 is always the unit of energy. Here we are talking about the thermodynamics property. I can write this one as of your thermal energy, isn't it? Then k power minus 1, that is nothing but 1 by k. 1 by k is nothing but equal to k power minus 1. This is the unit of your what? Temperature. Temperature measured in the Kelvin. So you know that thermal energy divided by temperature is what? Entropy. What is entropy? Entropy is nothing but of your thermal energy divided by your temperature. So entropy must be the answer for this one. 21B must be the answer. 22. The dimensions of an electrochemical equivalent Z will be equal to your how much? This generally comes in your chemistry beta, but still in the current electricity chapter we are having about your electrochemical cells. That is the reason we say that mass of the substance liberated or deposited at the cathode will be directly proportional to the charge through the electrolyte. That means if I'm writing this relation here, mass is directly proportional to your charge. Removing the proportionality constant, we are getting Z into Q. Z is known as of your electrochemical equivalent. So I can write the value of your Z beta. So Z value will be equal to your mass by your Q. Q is nothing but what? Charge. So if I'm writing for the mass dimension, so that will be equal to your M. Charge is nothing but equal to your current into your time. So that will be equal to how much for me? M. This will be equal to your current is measured in ampere. So it is A minus 1. This one is nothing but of your time t power minus 1 part of a relation, isn't it? So the answer for this one comes out for me how much beta? Z is equals to M a power minus 1. Where is that question? Yeah, for this question, this is the data beta. So this will be equal to M a power minus 1, a power minus 1, t power minus 1. So B will be the answer. 23, you see better now. The dimensions of volume charge density. Volume charge density means volume is equals to rho is equals to charge by volume. I can write charge by your volume. So charge is measured in beta A into T. Right now, just I have written volume is written as of your L cube. So that will be equal to your M0 L to the power of minus 3 and A into your T. So M0 L to the power of minus 3 A into T. M0 L power minus 3, L power minus 3. So A option will be the answer. Next one. 1 Tesla is equals to 1 Tesla is equivalent to 2. Tesla is the unit of what beta? Can anyone tell me? Magnetic field. Tesla is the unit of your what? Magnetic field. So you know that F is equals to, I can write the formula BQ into your V. Force is measured in the dimensions of your kg, meter, second, inverse square. This is your B. Charge is measured in your A, ampere, and as well as of your second. And this one is meter, second, inverse. So B will be equal to how much beta? 1 Tesla. And 1 Tesla is equals to kg, second, inverse square, A power minus 1. So it is kg second inverse square a power minus 1 kg second inverse a power minus 1. 24th one A option will be the correct one. Next one, 25th one beta. The dimensions represent in the dimensional representation of the coefficient of thermal conductivity. So you should remember here the formula of your thermal conductivity. Can anyone tell me what is the formula of your thermal conductivity? Rate of flow of your heat, that is nothing but Q is equals to your K. In K is known as thermal conductivity into area temperature difference, that is T1 minus T2 into your T divided by your L is your formula for your thermal conduction, where K is your thermal conductivity. So if I'm writing the dimension, Q is nothing but energy, na beta. So if I'm writing the dimension of your Q is nothing but energy. So it is ml square T power minus 2, that is equals to K. Area is measured in your equal to how much beta? A is nothing but what for me? Area. Area will be equal to your L square. Temperature is measured in Kelvin. Time is measured in second. By distance is measured in the length. So length L will go up right now. So this will become how much for me beta? L square, this one will become for me L cube. So this L square and this L square will go right now here. This one is nothing but T power minus 1. So this will become for me K. K dimension value will equal to your M into your L will go here right now. T power of here, this will become minus 2. This T will go here. This will become for me minus 3 and Kelvin to the power of minus 1. So ml T power minus 3, ml T power minus 3, ml T power minus 3, second option, K power minus 1. So B will be the answer for that one. Clear for everyone? Chalo. So very easy questions. But only thing is recollection of your data is very much required in this chapter. That's it.
26. M power minus 1, L power minus 2, T power, this one is minus 3 into Kelvin will be equal to your how much right now? I'll just check the question right now. It is M power minus 1 beta, L power minus 2 and T power 3. It is plus 3 beta. Plus 3 it is visible lightly because of the screenshot. It has been a little bit of a problem. So it is M power of your minus 1. This one is your minus. This one is minus and this one is your plus. And Kelvin. So what will be the unit for that one? Can anyone tell me better? 26th one. I hope you can do such type of questions very easily. So entropy, thermal resistance, thermal gradient, emissivity. Okay. So what is the answer for everyone? You need to check with the everything. Just now you know the entropy. Entropy obviously it is not possible. Second option, let me check right now for this one. What is the second option right now for that one? Thermal resistance. Thermal resistance means what I can write? Temperature difference divided by your current. Ante kada? Thermal current I can write. Thermal resistance means. So I can write here right now. I'll just check with this one. Yeah. Thermal resistance is equals to 26. I'm writing, you see. Thermal resistance. Thermal resistance is equals to your temperature difference divided by thermal current. Divided by your thermal current. That is dq by dt. Isn't it? I hope you remember the formula. If not, I'm writing here. See, this is a q by t is equals to k into temperature difference delta t divided by your L. Divided by your L. Isn't it? So I can write the relation right now here. Also area of cross section. So q by t is nothing but what? Current. So I can write this one as temperature difference by L by your k into your A. This L by your k is known as thermal resistance. This is your R thermal resistance. So that is the reason I'm writing here. R thermal resistance is equals to delta Q divided by current. So delta Q is nothing, delta theta, sir, not Q. This is delta theta, temperature difference. This is your delta theta temperature difference. So I can write here right now current formula. So temperature is measured in your Kelvin and current is measured in your, what is the current formula beta? I is equals to your dq by dt. I is nothing but of your dq by your dt. So I can write here q by your t, isn't it? Q is nothing but what beta? Energy, na? Energy divided by time. Energy divided by time. So here it should be equal to your I. That is nothing but of your thermal current. So thermal current I can write as of your Q divided by T. So that is equals to T, capital T into small t divided by Q. Capital T is measured in Kelvin. Time is measured in your time is measured in capital T divided by Q. Q is nothing but what? Energy. Q is nothing but of your what? Energy. So if I'm writing energy, it is your ml square T power minus 2. So this will come out for me m power minus 1, L power minus 2. Then it is nothing but of your T power of your 3 I can write right now. And this one is of your K. That must be the answer. So let me write the answer for this one. ml power minus 1, T power minus 2, T power 3. Thermal resistance. I need not even do thermal gradient. Thermal gradient means temperature divided by your length. Emissivity is nothing but what? Or rate of power flowing for your unit area and unit type. 27 is it. Next one is the dimensional representation for electric potential gradient. What do you mean by electric potential gradient? Beta? Potential divided by your length. So I can write here electric potential gradient is equals to potential divided by your length. Potential is nothing but what? Work done divided by your charge into your length. So work done formula is ml square T power minus 2 divided by charge is nothing but A into T. A is your ampere, T is your time, into this one is nothing but length. So if I simplify this one, this is coming out for me your m into L T power minus 3 and A power minus 1. So ml T power minus 3, A power minus 1. So fourth option will be the answer. Next one. 1 Weber is equivalent to 1 Weber is equivalent to. See, flux is equals to B into your A beta. So flux is measured in Weber. 1 Weber is equals to 1 Tesla into your meter square. 1 Tesla just now we got it. So it is kg second inverse square amperes inverse into your meter square. You can check it in the next previous sessions. So it will be your kg. This will become for me meter square second inverse square and A power minus 1. So that will be the answer. Kg meter square second inverse square A power minus 1 and A will be the answer for that one. 29.
kg meter second inverse cube a power minus 1 is equivalent to, I hope you can write this one better, kg meter second, so second cube into your inverse will be equal to how much for me, Newton per coulomb. You can just cross check it. What you do is you just write the relation something like this. So this will be equal to, I can write here, you see, kg meter second inverse square into second inverse into ampere inverse. So obviously second inverse and ampere inverse is nothing but equal to for me coulomb part. So this is a Newton. So Newton coulomb inverse will be the answer. Next one. A pressure of your 10 to the power of 6 dynes per centimeter square is equals to your how much? I hope everyone can write this question. Question number 30, if I'm doing right now, you see 10 to the power of 6 dyne centimeter inverse square will be equal to, this can be written as of your 10 to the power of your dyne into this one is a 10 by centimeter square. So that will be equal to 1 Newton into 10 by, this is 10 to the power of minus 4 meter square. So that will come out for me 10 to the power of 5 Newton meter inverse square. So that is 10 to the power of 5 Newton meter inverse square. That will be the answer. The density of wood is 0.5 gram per centimeter cube is CGS system of units. The corresponding value of SI unit is equals to how much? For 31, if I am writing the density of your wood, so density of your wood is equals to 0.5 gram centimeter inverse cube. So that will be equal to how much better? 0.5 into gram will be equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 kg. Centimeter cube will be equal to 10 to the power of minus 6 meter cube, because 1 centimeter is 10 to the power of minus 2, whole cube will become 10 to the power of minus 6. So yeah, this will become for me 0.5 into 10 to the power of 3 kg meter inverse cube. That means that will be equal to your 500 kg meter cube. Inverse cube will be the answer. Okay. Chalo. Question number 32. Question number 32. This is your question number 31. Question number 32, beta. This is also a very good question. Let L denote the self-inductance of a coil which is in series with a capacitor of capacitance. Which of the following has the dimensions of your, what do you call that one? Units of your, which has the dimensions as the second as of your unit. See, for this one, you need to have the dimensions of your C and L very clearly. So I'll try to derive the derivation you see right now. For 32, if I'm writing the relation, we know in the electromagnetic induction EMI formula, we have learned a formula called as of your E is equals to your L into your DI divided by dt. So from this one, I can get the value of your L beta. So L value will be equal to your E divided by your DI divided by your dt. So E is nothing but what? Work done, work divided by di by dt is nothing but what for me? I can write this one as of your charge. I is equals to charge into this will become for me current. That is nothing but one work. E is equals to work by charge, and di by dt is nothing but of your 1 by a t power of minus 1 charge. I is equals to your how much for me? I is equals to dq by dt. So I can write here di by your dt will be equal to, I is measured in ampere, time is measured in so time is measured in capital T. So it will be an ampere to the power ampere Tesla time to the power of minus 1. So work is nothing but dimension formula ml square t power minus 2. Charge is nothing but a into t into this one is 1 by a into t power minus 1. So what will be the answer for this one? Can anyone tell me? So this will become for me m into L square t power minus 2 a power minus 2. This is the dimension of your L. Okay. The same way, if I'm going for the dimensions of your C, we know the formula C is equals to your charge per your unit potential. So that can be written as of your Q. V is equals to, just now we have written here, E is nothing but V is equals to work done divided by charge. So it is W into your Q. So this will become for me Q square divided by W. Q dimension is equals to how much better? Q dimension is equals to A into T to the power of whole square. Work dimension is M L square T power minus of your 2. Okay, now so this will become how much for me? Equal to m power minus 1. This is L power of your minus 2. Then t power of your minus will go up. It will become for me plus. So this is t to the power of 4, and this one will be your a square. This will be the dimension. Now we need to cross check with this one beta. All the options, whatever is given, let us try to go for the first option. That is under root of your L into C. Under root of your L into C means this will be equal to how much beta? Can you see me? See how much I'm getting under root of your L into C. So it is under root of your L is equals to how much we got? M into your L square t power minus 2 a power minus 2 into C. C value is equals to how much for me? Or m power minus 1 L power minus 2 t to the power of 4 into your a square. So anything is getting cancelled in this one beta. M and M get cancelled. L square will also get cancelled right now. L square and L power minus 2 A power minus 2, a power square will also get cancelled right now. So a power minus 2, a to the power of minus 4. So this will come out for me. How much you see better? This will come out for me t square to the power of 1 by 2. So that will be equal to capital T. So under root of your L into C has the dimensions of time. You can even check with the remaining, that is C by L is how much, C into L is how much, L square by C square is how much. Question number 33 right now. The dimensions of A by B in the relation P is equal to A plus X divided by B, where P is the pressure and X is in your distance, will be equal to your how much for the given condition. See, you have to use the principle of homogeneity beta. You know one thing very clear, you can add or subtract only the physical quantities which are having the same dimensions. If we are adding A to X, means X and A should also have the same dimensions part of relation. That is the principle of your homogeneity. Left hand side equation must be equal to your right hand side of your equation. That's it. Depending upon that one, you need to write the answer for the given conditions. Okay, so let us try to do this one beta. Question number 33. Question number 33. So P is equals to what is given for me? A plus X divided by B. That can be written as of your A by B plus of your X divided by your B. So as per the principle of homogeneity, P must be equal to your A by B plus P must be also be equal to your X by B, isn't it? So that means P must be equal to your X by your B part of relation. So what I can write right now here, this will be equal to how much? What is the question he has given for me? P is the pressure and X is the distance. Dimensions of your A and B will be equal to how much? That means P will be equal to your A by B. So A will be equal to your pressure into your B. Pressure is equals to how much better? Pressure is equals to force by area. Force is equals to mass into acceleration by your area. Mass dimension is M L T power minus 2. Area is nothing but L square. This will get cancelled. So it is ML power minus 1 T power minus 2. So A is equals to ML power minus 1 T power minus 2 into B. B is nothing but what is given in the problem. B is nothing but we need to calculate the dimension of your B only. Na? So this is your B. So this is your A. So A by B will be equal to how much better? So A by B I can write here how much? ML power minus 1 T power minus 2. So A by B will be equal to your ML power minus 1 T power minus 2 will be the answer. ML power minus 1 T power minus 2. So 33, what option I can write here? ML power minus 1. L power minus 1. Where it is L power minus 1? First option. And T power minus 2. So first option A will be the answer for this one. Chalo. 33 is over. 34 if I'm going for right now for this one. Which of the following is the dimensional formula for the coefficient of friction? Coefficient of friction is a constant, so it doesn't have any unit. So it should be equal to how much? M0 L0 T0. M0 L0 T0, because mu is equals to how much better? Mu will be equal to mu is equals to your force divided frictional force divided by the normal reaction. So it is 0. Which is the unit of reduction factor of the tangent galvanometer? This is something very important. Generally students or confidently overlook the tangent galvanometer concepts there. See, current in that one is directly proportional to tan theta beta. So current is directly proportional to your tan theta. Removing the proportionality constant, we are getting some constant K into your tan theta, where K is known as reduction factor of galvanometer. The unit of the K is same as that of your current part, because theta is a dimensionless part of relation. That means it should be what? Ampere. Very, very, very good question beta, because I should be equal to K. And tan theta, so you know that in the units and dimension, trigonometrics, exponentials, and constant have no dimensions. That means I must be equal to K. So K is having dimensions of current. Current is measured in amperes. Next one. That is, which of the following is not the dimensions? Is not dimensionless. Relative density, relative permittivity, relative refractive index, relative velocity. But again, very, very important, very good concept. Only relative velocity has the dimensions of velocity beta. Other all are constants which are dimensionless, because relative density is a dimensionless, relative permittivity is a dimensionless, relative refractive index is also dimensionless. Relative velocity has the dimensions of your velocity part of relation. So for the 36th one, I can write D as the answer. If next one, if the units of length and force are increased 4 times each, the unit of the energy will become how much for me? 37. Energy is equals to what for me? Better work. Work is equals to your force into your distance or displacement. Force is increased by 4. This one is also 4. So this will become for me 16 times. So 16 times will be the answer. Next one, 38. Which of the following quantities has the dimensions as the gravitational constant part? You need to check with all of the relation beta. So let us try to do the first one. So it is your velocity square divided by mass per unit length. Mass per your unit length. This will be equal to your how much? So velocity is how much for me? L t power minus 1 whole square divided by mass per unit length is nothing but m by L. M by L means L power minus 1. So this will come out for me how much? M L power minus of your 1. This one is your L cube t power of minus 2. Okay, so G has the G, each of the following quantities has the dimensions of gravitational constant. So gravitation has negative dimensions beta because F is equals to your G into your M1 M2 divided by your D square. So it is G into this one I am writing same M square into D square. So G will be equal to your F into D square divided by M square. Dimension of force ml t power minus 2. Dimension is of this one is L square divided by this one is M square. This one and this one will get cancelled. So it is M power minus 1, L power of 3, T power of your minus 2. So obviously G has the dimensions of what? Velocity square divided by mass per unit length. So for 38, I can write the A as of your option. 39. The unit of the impulse per unit area is the same as that of 39th one you see right now. The unit of your impulse per unit area, impulse per unit area, impulse per unit area. What do you mean by impulse? Impulse is force into time divided by area. So it is equals to ml t power minus 2 into time is t divided by area is L square. So this will become for me how much? M L power minus 1 t power minus 1. So this is equals to coefficient of viscosity beta. So this is equals to your coefficient of viscosity. You can check with the coefficient of viscosity because F is equals to 6 pi neta R into your V. Okay, that is the dimension of your coefficient of viscosity. So neta will be equal to your F by 6 pi is a constant, so it is R into V. So it is M L power t power minus 2 divided by R is L. Velocity is L t power minus 1. So this will be equal to your M. L gets cancelled. This one is L power minus 1. This is t power minus 2 into t. That will be equal to how much for me? M L power minus 1 t power minus 1. So coefficient of viscosity is equals to your impulse per unit area. Chalo, very good. 40. The dimensions of intensity are equal to how much? Intensity, how do you write beta? So 39 is over 40, 39. What is the coefficient of viscosity is the answer. Dimension of intensity. What do you mean by intensity? I'm writing the formula here. You see, intensity is equals to your energy divided by area into your second. Energy per unit time into your area. So I hope you can write the dimensions for that one. Energy dimension is equals to m into L square t power minus 2 divided by area is L square, time is nothing but t. L square will get cancelled right now. So that will be equal to how much for mu? This one is nothing but of your m. This one is L0 t power minus 3. So it is L0 first option. So 40 directly I can write the answer. 41. Which of the following is not a unit of the time? Which of the following is not a unit of your time per definition? Can anyone tell me which of the following is not the unit of the time? See, lunar month, leap year, and as well as of your solar day are the units of what? Time. D is the unit of parallactic second is the unit of what? Distance. This is your unit of your distance. So which of the following is not the unit of the time? Parallactic second is the answer for this one. Because parallactic second is the is used for measuring the distance. That is equal to 3.26 light years. Just now I told you, isn't it? Sure. Suppose we adopt a new unit. Question number 42. Suppose we adopt a new unit of length which equals x meters. The area 1 meter square expressed in terms of new unit has the magnitude of your how much? This is also somewhat good question right now for me. Oh, I'll write here right now for that one. Suppose we adopt a unit right now for this one. New unit of the length which is equal to x meter. The area 1 meter square is expressed as how much? So area we know area is equals to your L square. New unit is nothing but x into your meter whole square, and that will be equal to your one new unit of your area, isn't it? That means I can write 1 meter square will be equal to how much better? 1 meter square will be equal to 1 by x square new unit. That must be the answer for that. Okay, sure. Chalo. So 1 by x square, C will be the answer for this one. Next one. Newton kg inverse is the unit of what? Can anyone tell me? Newton is unit for the force, kg inverse is the unit of mass. So force by mass, obviously very direct question right now. 43 if I'm writing, Newton kg inverse square is the unit of 43, I'll write here, you see. So Newton is nothing but Newton kg inverse is equals to, this is your force divided by your mass. Force by mass is equals to what? Acceleration. So obviously acceleration will be the answer. 44. Choose the pair of physical quantity which does not have the identical dimensions. Now you need to check with this one better. You can do it on your own. Please try to do that one on your own. 45. Density of water is 1 gram per cc. Its value in SI system will be equal to how much? See, 1 gram per your cc is equals to 10 to the power of minus 3 kg divided by 10 to the power of minus 6 meter cube. So that will come out for me 10 to the power of 3 kg meter inverse cube, 1 gram. So what will be the answer for that one? 10 to the power of 3 kg meter inverse cube. That one is the answer. 46. 46. See, we got this paper to be done in 45 questions. So literally how much time we have taken? I don't know. What is the time?